My name is Mitch Omer. I'm the executive chef and owner of Hell's Kitchen Restaurant and Angel Food Bakery in downtown Minneapolis.
And I'm Greg Perlberg. I'm a shareholder with Lommen Abdo in Minneapolis, and I specialize in intellectual property and help lead up our food, beverage, and leisure activities practice, which fits nicely with what we're trying to do with Hell's Kitchen and Angel Food.
Now, how did you guys come together? How did you meet?
I was contacted by the ownership group. They had a number of legal issues they needed some consultation on. We engaged the client and started to drill down into, what were the important issues, how we cost effectively address those issues, and among those issues were issues like developing and protecting the brand equity of not only Hell's Kitchen but the soon to be released Angel Food Bakery.
Now, what were the issues that you were facing, Mitch?
Well, the biggest issue, we're getting to be a big restaurant, and with recipe development, cookbook, we've got foods that we're going to start marketing around the country, possibly around the world, and so, we need help on several different levels, and that's what brought us to them.
And help in what way? I mean, it's...
Well, help in guidance, how to, keeping our just... He's watching out for us. This is stuff I don't know. I mean, I'm a cook. So when somebody says, well, how come you're doing this, or why aren't you doing this? We call him, because this is not my...
So it sounds like they were vulnerable. From a trademark standpoint, they had vulnerabilities.
Well, I think from an overall intellectual property standpoint, restaurants are no longer local destinations.
Yeah.
These restaurants now have global appeal. These particular entities are shipping products worldwide. So they're being approached by Hollywood. They're being approached for unscripted reality television series. So this is becoming big business, just not your local little, pop in and out restaurant.
And so far they've protected you. Does the list of things that you've protected continue to grow?
It never stops.
I think, as we continue, I'm down there working on some stuff, once again, writing a new cookbook, and I've got to look at the different uses there, things that I've got to protect. It's not like when I wrote the first cookbook. It's kind of like, oh, let's write a cookbook, and now it's like I have to plan on where this book is going to be going, where it's going to be marketed to. It's just overwhelming.
Now, what happens if you don't protect something? When you say, talking about the cookbook, for instance, is that just copyright? Or I think the name of the book is Damn Good Food, is the first one?
You've got an intersection of trademarks, brand equity, copyrights, which is the creative, the works of authorship. You've got trade secrets, recipes, you've got customer lists, you've got relationships with your employers and your customers. These all come together, need to be protected. And any good idea, you can rest assured that there is someone someplace looking to steal it. So not only do we look to protect these intellectual properties, but we also watch to enforce them to be sure that they are not stolen, and if they're infringed upon, we address those issues as well, because what we don't want to see is these great ideas copied and stolen and implemented, say, in another state that we're not aware of. So it has become a global issue for these, and in this case, a Minneapolis-based restaurant, but it has global appeal.
Now, as far as the relationship goes, Lommen is more than just intellectual property. And I've heard stories of you being in Hollywood and knowing producers, or your firm does.
We're a full-service law firm. We have offices in Hudson, Wisconsin, New York. Many of our entertainment lawyers will travel to and from and have sort of our office on the go in LA. But again, we take care of the needs that our clients have. Again, it's an absolute full service. We don't try to over-lawyer issues. We try to be responsive to needs, but at the same time, we like to be part of the process and be trusted advisors, so that when an issue does arise, we don't need to spend a lot of time and money getting up to speed. And one of the favorite parts of our food and practice group here at Lommen Abdo is being able to take other client meetings, whatever we can do to help send business into our customers' establishments.
So you're a regular at Hell's Kitchen?
we have frequented that establishment quite often.
And I take it you've been to the bakery as well.
Yeah, and the bakery's visited us as well.
Okay, well that's it then. Thank you so much.
Woo! Thanks, that was fun.